Here in University of Galway, we have a research group, Alliance for Research and Innovation in Wounds. And as part of that group, we have a patient panel. Through our consultation and through meeting with patients and their families, we ask them to tell us areas of concern to them and areas that they would like us to research. What were the problems that they needed solutions for? And one of those problems that they identified was that of wound odour. So for many people with wounds, they don't have odour at all. But when it does happen, it can be very devastating. It can go on for a long period of time. But also, there's very little by way of solutions for it. And some of the solutions that are out there are not very effective.
My name is Suzanne Moloney. I'm the founder of a company called HidraMed Solutions, and we make wound dressings for people with a condition called hidradenitis suppurativa, which I have and I've lived with since I was a young teenager. Hidradenitis suppurativa, or HS, causes wounds to form in the armpits and the groin. And these wounds are very leaky and they have an odour, which is really difficult to manage on a day-to-day basis. I love being involved in research for wounds because I think it's so important to share the patient experience. There's so much that goes on that can't be captured in a 10 or 15-minute consultation with your clinician. And it's important to speak about your experience as a patient and share that with researchers and clinicians so that they can improve how they treat you or what areas they focus their research on.
If I can better somebody's life, I'll try and do that. And that's one of the reasons that I did get motivated in that, to help others. What really helped me by going to those sessions was the fact that I became less embarrassed about it. I was able to talk to people about it. Somebody say, "Oh, you're a bit lame there." "Oh, I only pulled my ankle," or something like that, or or a sore toe or something, Whereas I can say it's an ulcer. It's a wound. It's a wound from an ulcer. I wouldn't be able to talk like I'm talking about it now. That's where I think that has done me good, and anybody else. The rest of us that was in it as well, because we could talk together. We could go downstairs, have a cup of coffee, have a lunch, and we could talk about it without having to worry at all about it. We talked freely and openly. Make people aware that there is help out there for them as well. I think that's very important, and that's what I learned from it myself.
So our lab works on a number of projects, and most of these are directed towards human health improvement. So what we are developing is different formulations that can then be applied on or near the wound of the patients to really absorb and retain the wound odor, to reduce the smell that permeates beyond the patient. So the motivation has always been to help the people who are out there, they're suffering with certain conditions, and how can we bring the best that we have for those people.
Oftentimes research is conducted from the perspective of the researcher and what the researchers think is important. But in the past we've often ignored or not prioritised enough what's important to the individual. And for us, therefore, prioritising, listening to and involving members of the public in developing our research agenda it's central to what we do. And we can only deliver on our aim of improving people's lives if we listen to people about their lives.